So this is how things have panned out on court one, the order of play so far. Two players who've come back from injuries have lost their matches, Samir Virma and Carolina Marin. Now we are into women's doubles. So it's Chen and Jia Yifan, the top seeds here from China. They are in action against Ashwini Ponnappa and Sikki Reddy of India. Just looking at that ladder at the moment. The winner of this match plays Kititarukul Prajongjai or Gilles and Sainan. Let's see how that one pans out. You would think the Thai pair would be the favourite there.
Now, please
say now that we've got the former national coach of Denmark with us and a long-time commentator here in badminton, Steve Pedersen, with us. Steve, good to have you back.
Thank you.
We've had two interesting results. Li Zijia predictably beating Samir Virma.
Yeah.
I want to hear you caught some of that as well. Good result for him, but of course we have to preface that with Carolina Marin and her return from injury as well.
Yeah, I saw Marin play at the Europeans, and I think this was an expected result. She's trying to play a more rally style game, and that is going to take some time to get used to that.
So this doubles match here, we see the two pairs make their way onto court one. Lots and lots of noise in here. There are no Indonesians, by the way, playing in these early sessions. That doesn't mean anything, as Steve will tell you.
No,
they know their badminton here, don't they?
They have Lokin Yu on one of the adjacent courts, the World Championships.
Red or black? Red?
And they just love good badminton.
Talking of good badminton here,
it is
the
black.
Head-to-head.
Who will serve first?
Very much in favour of Chen and Jia.
The right side. Okay.
Won both their matches against Ponnappa and Reddy. Both pretty convincing wins as well. 2019 and 2018, though, we have to say, in the Sudirman Cup. They won in 2019. Before that, in the Asian Games. So not on the tour per se. But we are talking about a very accomplished pair. Silver medalists at the Olympics, Chen and Jia Yifan, former world champions as well. I've got a couple of medals in those world champions. Current world champion as well, I should say, excuse me. 2021 in Huelva. A few months ago. Yuba Cups, they've won Sudirman Cups and Asian Games gold medalists as well. Chen, 24 years of age, from the south of China, Guangdong. 164 centimeters tall. Jia Yifan from Tianjin. 170 centimeters, also 24 years of age. And on the BWF circuit, World Tour, they've won 8 titles. They had a bit of a tough time, didn't they, against Beck and Lee. 1 and 3, but boy, were they pushed in 90 minutes as well. So it has not been smooth sailing thus far in the Indonesia Open. They did win the Indonesia Masters here a few days ago, and that was a big match against Afriani Rahayu and her new partner, Siti Ramadanti.
So that's a tough match in the first round again.
Yeah, absolutely. Sikki Reddy, 28 years of age, 168 centimeters tall, from Kodad in India. She's 23rd. Highest is 17th. That was in August 2019. Ashwini Ponnappa from the south, Bengaluru, 32 years of age, 165 centimeters tall. Her highest ranking was 10th. That was with a different partner, and in 2015. A much easier first round for them. Disposed of Guzada just well in double quick time. How do you see this one panning out, Steve?
I see the Chinese winning.
Just straightforward.
Just like that, yeah. I think
it's going to be tough, isn't it, for the Indian pair?
Yeah, it is going to be tough, but who knows whether the Thomas Cup win can rub off on the ladies. I think it might take a little bit extra time, though. One of them have been injured, and I'm not exactly sure who it is. Whether it's Ponnappa or Reddy. But I mean, they're clear underdogs, even if they played, practiced in full. There should be a difference in level, but let's see how the circumstances here will affect it.
Yeah, it was Reddy who had the injury. That's why they pulled out the Yuba Cup. But obviously she has recovered. Had
and on my left,
a tear of abdomen.
Reddy and Ashwini Ponnappa, India. And Siki Reddy to serve.
Had an MRI and was advised to rest for about 6 weeks. So let's see how they perform here. Cool. That's not the best opening shot, is it, from Ashwini?
1-love.
We'll call that a loosener.
Service over, 1-all.
Seen from time to time is that when they play as heavy favorites, then sometimes
service over, 2-1.
Chen can sort of start out a little bit to the slow side, and that would be understandable because I mean they played a tough match Tuesday, so it's taking its toll if you're day in, day out, really high on the sort of psychological
expectations.
Yes.
Yeah. Won 2 tournaments this year, German Open as well as the Indonesia Masters last year. Before it became the World Tour and the Super Series, they'd won 12 titles.
4-1.
They've raced to a 4-1 lead here. Well,
5-1.
The theme of players coming back from injury and being a little bit rusty might hold true here as well. Reddy's that player mentioned earlier. Ponnappa and Reddy have not won any tournaments on the World Tour yet. 2 runners-up finishes, Side Modi International 2018, Hyderabad Open in 2019.
Yeah, they've been sort of holding the fortress in terms of Indian women's double. Ponnappa used to play with
Service over, 2-6.
and won a World Championship bronze medal in that combination, and they were sort of the only women's doubles players that really made an impact from India. And With the Jawala
3-6.
retired, this partnership here has been holding the fortress, so to speak, and now it seems like more pairs are on their way upwards. Teresa Jolly and Beatrice Obichan, who reached the semi-final at the All England. Youngsters coming forward, and that should also spur Reddy and Ponnappa on a little bit to sort of keep their position as Indian number one. I think it's threatened at the moment, but sometimes it's what you need. You need extra competition to up your own game.
Nicely done there.
8-4.
Ponnappa's certainly won a fair bit in her storied career.
Service over.
Commonwealth gold medal in 2010 and 2018. Plenty of South Asian Games gold medals, as you'd expect. Asian Games bronze in 2014 as well.
Yeah.
Well, that looked in.
I think that just stayed in. We've been used to, throughout the week, having a bit of drift here in the arena. That's perhaps an understatement. But there's been sideways drift left to right, so that's why the Chinese let that one drop.
7-8.
Not that one, but the previous one on the sideline, because they hoped that the sideways drift would take it out. Alongside, that's been pretty stable both this week and last week during the Daihatsu Indonesia Masters. The drift alongside the court is a little bit more tricky and varies from time to time. But in general, there's drift alongside the court from Chen and Jia towards. Oi, that's a lucky crouch defense from Ponnappa towards Reddy and Ponnappa, and that means that the Chinese pair gets a little bit of help smashing. Shots arrive a bit earlier on the Indian side of the court. On the other hand, they have to be careful playing the back line. But so does the Indian pair. If they play push flat, then it can definitely go long. It's more like if you lift or clear, then it tends to stop a little bit short of the back line. But a good comeback from Reddy and Ponnappa here whilst we've been talking.
Absolutely. This is why I said I wanted Steen here to come and analyse the drift for us. He's been a keen watcher of it.
Good defense. Oh, she's read it again, Ponnappa.
Oh dear.
Let's see, Reddy's it away with the shuttle.
10-8.
Seemed to point upwards there. That was well wayward.
She's played some good mixed doubles, Ponnappa, here in the picture, also with Satwik Saraj Ranki Reddy. Now a world team champion. Ranki Reddy and Jia Shetty, very important part of the Indian team who won Tom's Cup.
Yeah, that is a remarkable victory that they had.
11-8 interval.
So Chen Chen Jia Fan go into game one's interval. 11-8 up. Ponnappa and Reddy have grown into this a little bit.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Just as an indicator of them coming back into playing together. They were eliminated
Ashwini back on court.
in the opening round of the Thailand Open.
11-8.
Excuse me, sorry, the
Play.
Indonesia Masters to an unlikely pair, Indonesian pair of Sari and Rose. Not something that they would have expected.
Oh, but we talked about Indian women's doubles perhaps being at an upwards curve, but that is definitely also true for Indonesian women's doubles, who had some talent, but seems to have sort of I mean, exploded is probably too much of a word, because it's mostly still promises and potential, but there's a lot of their pairs that shows good potential at the moment. Got some exciting players coming up, both in women's singles and women's doubles.
In fact, they punched above their weight in the Uber Cup, didn't they, recently? When they put almost a third string on.
Yeah, it was basically the B team they played, because they prioritized the Southeast Asian Games.
Yes.
That's something that can easily backfire if the players don't really have what did you say? Some inside quality, or you've got to have some potential that you just haven't seen yet. If you don't have it, then it will be a bad experience. But here, I think they got a very positive experience.
Agreed.
Progressed to the quarterfinal stage with the young team they had, and yeah, that's definitely something that's been a motivation for a lot of them, and for other players as well, seeing that this can be done. We can actually compete.
Yeah, they gave China a bit of a scare in the quarterfinals, and they were eliminated by them in the end.
10-12.
They had some good moments in there. And Ponnappa and Reddy here are only 2 points behind Chen and Jia.
Service over, 13-10.
Came a little short, that high serve from Ponnappa. Or maybe it was the other way around.
Yeah. A shake of the head tells you what you need to know.
Good shot.
That's in, yeah, nicely done.
Service over, 11-13.
Really played well here in the early stages of the match, Ashwini Ponnappa. Right. One of the few players
14-11.
Women's doubles category who serves the forehand serve, Reddy. That was also the true for Ponnappa's former partner, Juala. Very few other players. Zhang Yu from China is also using the forehand serve.
Nicely done by Tia.
15-11.
Olympic champion, now retired, Gracia Poli.
Yes.
Also once in a while sort of turned to the forehand service because the backhand serve was a little bit unstable.
Got quite the send-off, didn't she, last week?
She did, that was a magnificent send-off. Surrounded by friends, family, colleagues.
Lovely way to end things. Yeah, lovely way.
12-15.
Got to give credit here to Ponnappa and Reddy. They are still on the tail here of Chen and Jia. Despite being the overwhelming favourites here, the Chinese pair.
Service over, 16-12.
Oh, lovely from Ashwini Ponnappa.
13-16.
Played some good shots so far.
Excellent.
Just want to
14-16.
go back to that point you were talking about, Steen, and why so few players go with the forehand serve rather than the backhand serve.
It seems to be more moving parts in a forehand serve, and that makes it more difficult to control.
Service over.
There is some advantages, though. It's easier to variate your service.
Right.
It's like you have to move your arm a long distance, and you can see it's visible when you've started your arm movement. Gives the opponent sort of a heads up on
when you do
when
forehand.
To start. Yeah.
Ah.
So that's basically.
It can be read more easily. Is that right?
Yes,
okay.
That's right. Basically, you want to put as few moving parts in your service as possible. All in basically the movement of your wrist, more or less, and a little bit of forearm comes into action when you flick.
Easy one to put away from Chen.
19-14.
Just a couple points away from wrapping up this first game. That's the biggest lead they've had thus far, 5 points.
Yeah, and then we've also been praising Ponnappa and Reddy for playing well, and they have played well. We just have to sort of maintain, or at least I have to maintain the position that the Chinese pair is clearly the superior here.
Yeah.
And they've adjusted their level because they're not going to use
maximum energy.
95% if they can get away with using 80 and still win comfortably. That's not taking anything away from the Indian pair, who is going to play their game and try to perform as good as possible. And sometimes that's a good part of it. Sometimes we're wrong, sometimes I'm wrong. It happened last time in I can't remember. No. Sometimes we're wrong, and that's the beauty about it. Then we see players that have progressed a lot, and really have turned their playing style into something that's good. And I feel that's perhaps some of the best things that this Thomas Cup win can give all of Indian badminton.
Just a big boost.
The belief that, hey, you don't have to come from China, Korea, Indonesia to play badminton well.
Yeah.
It's a matter of practice, it's a matter of knowledge, it's a matter of attitude, it's a matter of smart work and hard work.
So for you, that Thomas Cup win for India is just great for badminton in general, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
It's nice to see it kind of move away from the so-called traditional countries.
Game point 16.
So game points here, 4 of them for Chen and Chia. Yeah, I mean, certainly from the reaction I've seen in India, where badminton now, it's still a fairly popular sport anyway, but it's just propelled it up, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we see Reddy and Shetty, they're not here because they're too busy celebrating. But that's correct.
Yeah.
They're getting all kinds of awards. Good flicker.
Game.
So Chen and Chia have wrapped up game one.
Won by Chen
in about 18 minutes.
21-16.
It's been a fairly decent contest so far, but as Steen has mentioned,
yeah, but a much better match so far. There's a lot of things they can take away from it. Reddy and Ponnappa, I feel the defense have been over my expectations so far.
Yeah. It also not always hits something. You just drop something. You make that kind of it. Yeah. It's also something you just tap something and drop. Like normal format. Yeah. Different 1 2 leg, you drop. 1 2 leg, drop.
说话在喇叭上发后场就写上去，不要不是不动，这样这样好，过场好用的时候。哎，我觉得那个普纳帕应该不会发完，因为他刚发一个包的时候就一直发的。然后就他大不了发网球，我们发的就超的，那个头手上都上不去。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, plenty of positives that the Indian pair can take from that, and Chen.
Second game. Level.
Okay, gone past
Play.
much out of first gear. Let's see how the second game pans out. Well, this is about the quietest we've had the venue all day, Steen. So let's let's enjoy the silence for a bit. So, you know, Steve, by this time yesterday, you'd been on with me for about half an hour or so, a bit less maybe. And we were already discussing the drift quite considerably.
Yeah.
How has that been a discernible factor for you so far?
Not in this match.
Yeah.
Not in this match.
I think if anything, it's been the lack of drift.
Yeah, but you could also say that, I mean, the players have been attacking. They have not been trying to play a more patient playing style where there's been a lot of clears and stuff like that. So the absence of the clears is perhaps because of the drift. So it's not really possible to play the back line with confidence. So in order to sort of judge the drift, we needed to see more attempts at accurate play towards the back line.
Service over, 2-3.
Shot. Good placement there. Reddy waiting in her forehand defense and her being a left-hander, the good choice is to aim at the right hip then.
Nope, didn't work.
Service over, 3-4. Out.
Fall short.
Service over.
2 serves in a row that
3.
haven't worked well. Oh. When was the last time we saw 3 serves
Service over.
go up?
4-5.
Not something you see too often. Took the pace off it.
Service
Ponnappa
over.
didn't work out for her.
6-4. Quickly.
The coach of the Indian team, I have a feeling that he's Indonesian. I'm not sure exactly who it is.
That's a nice winner there from Reddy.
Service over. 5-6.
Got to vary their attack well, Reddy and Ponnappa. Different kinds of pace, different angles.
Six all.
Level now, not something they've had too much of in this match, so can they go into a lead?
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
7-6.
Now it's just a little platform for them. Ponnappa and Reddy.
Out. Service over.
service error,
7
right?
all.
With 3 serves for Ponnappa.
Yeah, disappointing.
Eight, 7.
Well, you mentioned Poli earlier, who's just had a nice send-off here, and in fact Chen and Chen have said that they idolise her.
Yeah, she's been on the World Tour for a long time. I think she holds the record for longest match, together with 3 other women's doubles players.
Yes, 2015-16, I think that's right. I was involved in a close contender for that one.
Service over.
194
8
shots
all.
recently in the Korea Masters.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Chen and Tia have said it wasn't for the language factor, they'd love to learn directly from Poli.
The towel, please. Ready?
And they said they've been watching her since childhood, when they were younger, watching Poli play.
And that shows how long she's been on the
Which
tour.
is just
8
exactly to your point.
Play.
And of course they had that
9,
special
8.
moment in the Olympics, Stephen, you just mentioned, where they probably went into it as a favourite, Chen and Tia, and lost to the Indonesian pair.
Yeah, I think they did go in as favourites, and that is probably the ultimate goal for Chen and Tia,
Out.
to win
NCQ
that
Ready
elusive Olympic
challenges
gold.
called out.
We're going to have a challenge here.
The only thing that was a question was whether she actually touched it.
Yeah.
Chen, not Chen, it was clearly long.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Well, that was
Service over.
clear anyway, right?
9 all. Play.
Yeah, as Steve was mentioning, it's the only real medal that they're lacking. The Olympics, gold as in. Won just about everything else.
That was a brilliant
10,
idea
9.
by Ponnappa.
A little bit wayward there from Ponnappa, and it's again Chen and Tia go into the interval with the lead, but it's only 2 points here in game 2, having won the first game.
来球之后，他想打死他。其实我们如果像 真的要打聪明，真的不能跟他们还要花力气。他们的操作。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you, players. Back on court. Coach, you change your chair.
Unfortunately, one of the byproducts of the COVID-19 pandemic is we can't often hear what the coaches are saying very clearly,
11,
which would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Play.
These masks take it away quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that perhaps they could have discussed is that one of the hurdles for Ponnappa and Reddy would be to sort of have that inner belief that they can actually beat the reigning world champions. There were examples of it in the previous women's singles where Wang Ji defeated Carolina Marin, and she defeated the Carolina Marin of today, not the former Olympic champion or the former world champion, but how she played today compared to her own skills. We saw it yesterday when Rasmus Gemke defeated Kenta Momota. A Momota far from the form that won him 2 world championships. And during that match, Thomas Stango, the Danish coach, really had to have a serious work with Gemke and sort of inject some belief in him that he was the better player today. He should win this match. So that can sometimes be a hurdle that you have to overcome.
So the psychology of it.
Yeah, you've got to really see yourself. I mean, for a badminton player, it's actually quite good to see yourself, to have a self-picture that is a little better than the reality, than what we others see as reality, because then you prep yourself the best way for making good results. Good shot. Brilliant.
Oh, lovely from Jia Yifan.
Fantastic play. She's got such a big smash, the left-hander, and that means that the opponent tends to move a little bit back. I don't know if we can see it here. Yeah, they go 1 step, 1 foot back, and that's
all
enough.
you need, right? Yeah.
And then, of course, one of the shots you want to add to your big smash is the stop drop, or the deceptive drop shot here.
That's been a good little spell here for the Chinese pair since the interval. 4 straight points.
Yeah.
Service over. 10-15.
Good interception by Reddy. And also something to work on, because the arm swing is a little bit long, and had the Chinese got that back, I'm not sure she would have been able to sort of put the next one away. So that's something to work on for the left-hander.
Oh dear.
She almost played it backwards.
11-15.
Jia Yifan.
Just explaining it there. Very fun.
Service over.
Replaying that shot there, Reddy.
16-11.
Yeah, and this time she was ready in the backhand defense, and then placement just beneath left shoulder, under the wing, so to speak.
Nicely done by Ponnappa.
Service over. 12-16.
Ball behind though.
Service over. 17-12.
Well, they needed that just to try and peg back their opponents.
17.
Need a little run of points here, the Indians. Stay in this if they can.
Service over. 18.
Now just 3
13.
away from wrapping up this match.
Siki, ready? No.
Oi. Almost.
19-13.
Almost there for Chen and Jia.
Some good things to take away from the match for Ponnappa and Reddy, but also still quite a bit to go before they're challenging for a win against the Chinese, and they're of course also rather satisfied they got past this match the way they hoped to.
7 match points here for Ponnappa and Reddy to try and save. Difficult task. And for the first time of asking Chen and Jia to wrap it up. And as Steve mentioned earlier, probably didn't have to play at their very best today after a tough first round.
By Chen and Jia Yifan, 21-16.
But it's been relatively comfortable for them, would you say?
Yeah, totally comfortable. They were in control from the go.
So good work there from Chen and Jia, who advance as the favourites here, of course. to the next round. They beat Ashwini, Ponnappa and Reddy and Siki 21-16, 21-13 in 39 minutes. Three pretty quick matches so far here on court one, and all have been straight games wins for Li Zijia, Wang Ziyi and Chen Tia. Now we move into the mixed doubles. Tom Jikel and Delphine Delroux of France take on Germany's Marc Lamsfuss and Isabelle Loha.